I was asked at work about this trailer. It was like, "Have you seen it yet?" I was like, "No." I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna react to it because I couldn't tell. I don't know if he was like, we're fighting against the whole Henry Cavill is always my Superman versus James Gunn probably going to show us something that's going to wow them and mesmerize people. So I'm like, where are we? And he's like, you just watch it. And I couldn't figure out where he was going. I was like, it's gonna suck, or or James Gunn did it. I couldn't tell by his face. I don't know why I was getting like Chris Pratt vibes from Corn Sweat. I don't know that whole conversation with him and Lois. I don't know. I'm not saying he was trying to be um, a Star Lord or anything like that. It was just like the dynamic, like how James Gunn's writes, like couples. I mean, like tension between like Gamora and Star Lord, kind of a thing. That was, I mean, the whole Lois going, okay, you want me to interview you, I'm gonna do it, and then he immediately thinking, oh yeah, okay, all right, whatever, Lois, and then and immediately got under his skin. So I was like, I didn't know that was like I thought that was a good dynamic. So that was a positive for me. I don't know. That's the first thing that steps out in my head. What about you?
Um, I mean, it looks exciting to me. The Saw. I'm like, how many bad guys are in this?
Right, he's gonna be like
every little snippet, I was like,
Lex
that looks
Luthor's
like
like,
a
I
total
don't.
different group of bad guys here. I don't know.
Lex Luthor's like, how many, however many it takes. I don't know. I'm I'm glad we at least got to hear how he's gonna. I was like, when we were first listening, I was like, oh, okay, at least we get to hear his voice. But it didn't dawn on me that that was his Clark Kent voice. The second the interview started, Miss Lane, like he put some bass. he, immediately, he immediately put some bass in his voice. He was like, yeah, like he was trying to like riz her up. I don't know
He was
why.
like, I know the ladies want Cavill, so
Yeah, I know the ladies want Cavill.
let me tell you something.
Do I have to build a computer to make you love me? Like my friend and I, we were really debating on it. But I felt like he's probably the exact same size or close to the same size that his Henry Cavill was at that Man of Steel, and he progressively got bigger and stronger as the time went by. But then when I saw some more photos, I was like, no, Henry was still a little bit bigger at Man of Steel when versus what we're seeing with Cornsway. But I don't need him to be like.
I personally thought he looked very good for like those of us who are older who saw the Christopher Reeves.
Yeah.
I felt like he represented a very good nerdy slash
like a buff nerd that hides it well. Yes. Yeah.
Which Cavill is just pretty. Yeah. Period. So to me,
pretty Clark.
The nerdy didn't show as well on him because he
didn't pull off. It was
the dorky. I'm trying to.
He was a good geek. He was a geek. That was nerd. Yeah. I know what you mean. But even Christopher Reeves was buff. I saw him.
No, I know he was, but when he was doing his Clark Kent,
yeah,
he was very bumbling. Like
you can.
And I
don't know that scene where I was at Jimmy he was dancing with. Although he was bouncing around, it looked like he was goofing around in the office. I don't know if you caught it, but I saw a little bit of Clark looked like he was bouncing around. So I don't know. I think I've seen him act in other things, even a Netflix episode where he was even called Superman because you look like Superman and whatnot. I remember that Netflix show. I forgot what it was called, but. So I know he could pull off the Clark Kent because I've seen him do it in other things. I wasn't worried about that. Everybody's worried about how he's going to pull off Superman in comparison to Henry Cavill. But that I'm on I was like, it's not going to make $1 billion. Now I'm definitely now above, just from that trailer alone, I'm above 700 million now mentally. I'm like, maybe not $1 billion. I'm now above 700 million. To $1 billion now. Now I'm okay. That was I don't know. I can't wait to see it. You just want to see him with his shirt off. I guess I don't know what you.
I just don't hurt the dog.
He's a Kryptonian.
Don't hurt the dog.
The dog is gonna be fine. they got that dog is their Grogu. They're gonna sell. But I did like what I saw with Lois. Like we're getting the Lois that we've seen in other cartoons and comic books. Like she was like, oh no, I'm not playing around. Like the way they do it on the TV show. They do it on the TV shows very well when she's hard hitting journalist Lois. I mean, Amy Adams was a hard hitting journalist too, but it was so much going on. It was more like quiet mystery solving things versus the hard hitting journalist thing. That I could tell I could see the Lois Lane who was raised by a general, like in her demeanor, like you, like I felt like she was gonna look at Clark and go, "Hey, you asked me, all right? Like I'm not playing with you." So I can't wait to see. I'm happy with what I saw. I'm excited. 700 to a billion, 700 million to a billion. That's my new range right there. Let me know what you guys think. Where are you at? Do you think it's going to be good? Are you happy now? Are you still comparing it to Henry Cavill? And if you are, tell us what you are worried about, what you love about it. Where you range it? Where are you at? Are you like me? Are you like under 500 million, over 700 million, or a billion guaranteed? Write it in the comments and tell me why. Till next time, guys.